Hello, everyone, and welcome to my podcast in conversation with Mary, just Hagimat Matali, in association with Pixel Mind Productions. We all of us have heard this famous saying failure is a stepping stone to success. When we face failures and challenges in our lives, do we even think of these strong words? Something to ponder about, isn't it? All of us have dreams, have goals in life that we want to achieve. The pathway towards success, from where we are to where we want to go, is very challenging. We do encounter so many roadblocks, so many challenging situations. Life throws a lot of curveballs at us. Do we get knocked out and give up by saying, it's too hard, I can't do it, and give up? Or do we just duck those curveballs and prod along ahead until we achieve the success that we wanted to achieve? Talking about failures and successes, today I'm extremely delighted and very, very happy to introduce my guest today, Karthik.
Thank you.
How are you doing, Karthik, today?
I'm doing well, Akka.
Thank you so much for taking time for having this
Thanks
conversation
for having
today.
me. Yeah.
Karthik, before even we talk about the businesses that you're working on, let's take a step back and talk about the career in which you were before starting your business. If you would like to share that with us.
I did my engineering in Bangalore, and
nice.
I started my career with IT as a .NET developer, and that's how my career started in Bangalore. And then I moved to Australia.
Yeah.
And I started working in the same profession as an IT consultant as well. And then I wanted to start something on my own and be my own boss.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I started my business back then, and that's how it all started.
That's nice, Karthik. So, giving up a very flourishing career, that too in IT.
Yeah.
What was that drive and that passion to start your own career? You said you wanted to be your own boss. That is so true. Yeah. But what was that drive? Why you wanted to do that shift?
Yeah, the drive came way long back.
Yes.
When me and Shaila got married in Bangalore, and we didn't have good enough money while studying. So I started this side hustle as a small fashion women's fashion shop, and that's how I got into the business back in Bangalore. And I wanted to start something smaller in Melbourne as well, and I wanted to be my own boss, as I said, and wanted to work on my own. And that's how we started, and the drive came back in Bangalore.
Yes.
So
that passion was already there.
And then I didn't like the politics in corporate world, all the stuff which is happening around me, and quite like it. And that's one of the main reasons that I quit my job.
Yeah.
And Shaila, my wife, was working as an accountant as well, and she quit her job as well. And that was quite a gamble at that point of time. But then we were so young, and we didn't know it was a gamble.
Yes.
But we took it, and then everything started from there. Yeah.
They say, right, when you're young, ಅದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸಿ ರಕ್ತ ಎಲ್ಲ
ರಕ್ತ,
ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡೋಣ ಹೋಗೋಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಅಂತ.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly. That's so nice, Karthik. And there are so many individuals out there who also have the same drive like how you and Shaila did back then. So did you again start doing the same business in fashion or in clothing line? What was it?
Almost similar thing. I didn't expect to be this big, but when I started, it was just a side hustle. We opened the store in Chapel Street, which is like main fashion hub in Australia.
Yeah.
And when I started, right, so got cheated by so many people, by the people who are called like business coaches, all these guys.
Sometimes you think it's a big scam, isn't it?
Big scam,
Karthik,
big
you
scam.
think that there are people there who could be your mentors, who you will reach out to. So did something similar happen to you?
Yes, something similar, not exactly the same where you see online highlights where people show the screenshots of their earnings, and not exactly that stuff, but there's a lot of business coaches who have offices in Melbourne CBD, and they assure you that make sure their job is to guide you through and all those stuff. But we hired this guy in Richmond, and he had a connection with this landlord in Chapel Street, and we paid like $400K for the store for 9 years deal.
Wow.
And the day after that we launched the store, even you were there.
Yeah. That's such a beautiful store.
Yeah, exactly. That was beautiful. That's the reason why we signed 3+3+3 9 years contract. And just after 2 weeks, they started digging the roads, everything around Chapel Street, and the foot traffic was completely dead. And this business coach and the landlord knew that that's going to happen, because
but they didn't tell that to you guys.
But I had signed the wrong contract for $400K, and everything was a failure, and everything went downhill. We lost like $500,000, where we had taken a lot of personal loans.
That's a lot of
money borrowed
isn't it?
from a lot of money. At that point of time, it would kill us literally.
Exactly.
We came to the streets, and we went to court as well. Nothing happened, because when you sign a wrong contract, you're done. It's your mistake.
But sometimes talking about the contract, right, Karthik, we don't read the nitty-gritty of what is written there. We just, at a high level, just look at the contract. I think so. This is something that even the viewers who are watching, it's very important. Before you sign a contract, read it. If you don't know to read every single bit of your contract, get someone who has legal insights to read it, so that they will be able to help you out. And isn't it, Karthik?
And then this same business coach who recommended another digital marketing agency, and they also did the same thing. So we paid them like $9,000 a month, and they did nothing except nothing. I mean, literally nothing. And we got cheated there also. And that's one of the reasons why I started my own digital marketing agency. I learned everything on my own.
Wow.
And we were kind of depressed. We were down. Me and Shaila didn't know what to do, because we quit our jobs.
Exactly.
We lost all of our life savings, and all of our business loans were gone. I had pledged gold of my wife and mother's gold. Everything was gone all of a sudden, and we didn't know what to do. I still remember sitting in Flinders Street Station in front of the church. Me and Shaila, my wife, were crying in front of the church. We didn't know what to do, and no one helped us because we didn't know lawyers are expensive here.
Very,
And lawyers suggested that just give up, because you can't afford the fees. And we just gave up. We donate all of our stock to Salvation Army because
How
we couldn't.
much was the stock?
Stock was worth $200K easily.
Whoa! So you just gave it
because we didn't have money to pay warehouses. So warehouse rent is like $2,000 a month at least, and we didn't know we didn't know how to pay them. So I couldn't go to donate. Shaila went and she donated everything to Salvation Army. We thought, okay, we'll quit business and we'll get back to work. And that was a hard decision, but it was worse at that point of time.
So again, just stepping back, Karthik, you were talking about these business coaches that who were supposed to help you, right? But they cheated on so much of money. That's big money,
Big
Karthik.
money, yes.
So even though you went to court, nobody could help you out there? Nothing?
No. So everything is in contract. The contract says you have signed 9 years contract. And but it's their moral responsibility to tell me that the government would dig up the roads and the foot of traffic would be dead. And the landlord and the business coach are friends.
Right.
And the business coach has got a commission, like 3% or 4%, which I don't know. But he's got a commission, which we can't prove in the court legally.
So that must have been such a challenging time in both your lives, isn't it?
No,
because
it is.
Having a store in Chapel Street is a huge thing.
Huge thing, yes.
And we were all like over the moon when we came to see your shop. We were like, oh my God, you guys are doing so well. But we did not know that you guys are going through so much after that. We thought that you guys are doing really well. But when you hit that low point, How did you manage to pull yourself back,
I don't know
Karthik?
how, but if it was now, I wouldn't survive. But back then, everything I went through, after everything I went through, I just thought of my wife, my family, and I thought of working again. I decided to learn digital marketing myself, and started all over again. And I got a job in Salvation Army itself after I donated
That's so
my
nice.
stock to
Yes.
them, and I started working for them. And as a side hustle, I started learning digital marketing during the nights. I didn't sleep properly for like 6 months entirely.
Wow.
I used to have like 5 to 6 coffees,
Yes,
like
and
plenty
keep
of
going.
caffeine to to get rid of the sleep.
Yeah.
I used to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning and
Yeah.
wake up at 7 o'clock, just 3 hours a day.
Wow.
And I learned digital marketing
Just
my
on
own.
digital marketing, what made you choose digital marketing? Why digital marketing?
Because after everything happened with the show,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go online.
Yes.
I wanted to sell whatever I used to sell online instead of the retail store, because obviously I can't afford retail
Correct.
again, because I can't invest,
Yeah.
because I was already in debts
Yes.
like 600k, 700k, which I don't remember the number, but
Wow.
it's a massive number.
It is. It is.
And on top of that, you have to pay interest to the banks
Correct.
as well. So
And then you need a warehouse to store all
whereas
that.
to store all
Yeah.
that, and that's the reason why I wanted to go digital. And I learned digital marketing on my own, because I couldn't trust anyone at that point of time,
Yeah.
because everyone I met cheated
Yes.
me.
That's
Yeah.
that's oh my god. Just listening to what you're saying, at one point you'll start losing trust in people.
Exactly,
Because
yeah.
you've been cheated over and over,
Over and
again.
over and again,
You're
yes.
like, who do you trust? Who do
Yeah.
you believe?
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So no one stood. Very few people stood behind me,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know what to do. So all I could say is I have to work hard
Mm-hmm.
to help my family
Correct.
and to feed my family.
Yes.
And that's how I started learning digital marketing on my own, and followed this guy who's called Neil Patel, who's based in USA, and I met him actually. He came to Australia. He was in Sydney, and I went to Sydney to meet him, and I learned a lot of things from him, and he
Nice.
helped me a lot. He's still in touch with me, and
Nice.
he helped me a lot in terms of digital marketing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I made connections with people all over the world, and we share the knowledge
That's
even
good.
today. Yeah. Because
Nice.
digital marketing is one thing which is changing every day.
Right.
So back then, digital marketing, when I started in 2017, it was a lot different to what it is now.
Now, okay.
So it's constantly changing. So you need to learn
You have to
constantly.
keep. It's like IT. You have
yeah,
to keep
keep
up
up to
to.
date. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's similar to IT as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I started working for Salvation Army, and there was a weird incident which happened when I entered. The first day of my office, I met this elderly lady who came to me and said, you're in some sort of pain,
Yeah.
and
She could sense it.
She could sense it, and said, we'll pray for you.
How sweet.
And
yeah.
my tears started flowing
Oh God.
for some reason, and I felt good because someone recognized my pain.
There are some people who can actually feel it,
Feel
isn't
it,
it,
yes,
Karthik?
yes.
Not everyone has
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And they all prayed for me, and that may be a turning point in my life. And I got the motivation back,
Good.
and I got my passion back.
Yes.
I worked hard, really hard. Shala as well, I know she was always supportive.
She's
without
like your
her-
backbone, isn't
Oh,
she?
backbone. More than that.
More than that, yes.
More than that.
Yeah.
Without her, I wouldn't be here. Yeah,
That's
I'm
true.
grateful. But yeah, I started working again. I started learning things from the connections.
How long did
that
it take, Karthik,
Uh,
to get into digital marketing properly?
Probably it took 1 year ago. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not easy, but I took 1 year to learn completely. I started experimenting a lot of things on my own company, and there were pros and cons as well. I learned from the mistakes, and I learned my targeting people and target audience as well. And that's how I started learning everything, and I'm now one of the top 50 marketers in Australia.
Wow. Need to give a clap for you,
Yeah.
Karthik, for where you started
Yeah.
to all those ups and downs that you faced, Karthik.
Yeah.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
While it's very easy to give up,
Yeah.
especially when you keep getting hit,
Yep.
you want to rise again, you get knocked again.
Yep. Yep.
Again, you try to get up and try to walk again, and you get hit again.
Yep.
So during those times, you must have had so much of discomfort and
Yep.
so much of pain and trauma and stress. How did you manage all that, Karthik? How did you keep yourself sane during that time? Because losing money, getting cheated upon,
Yep.
it's something huge. It's
Yep.
very difficult to
Yep.
just take all this.
Yeah.
What kept you sane?
Maybe I'm born stubborn, Akka.
That's nice. Yes.
So I never give up on
Wow.
anything. If I take up any task, I never give up. I make sure to achieve that goal. Otherwise, I'm as good as dead. That's what I feel. I don't give up easily.
Yeah.
That was one of my motivation. And second thing was I had no other option. I had to do it because at that point of time the debts went so high, and with salaries, it's almost impossible to pay even interest.
For that debt
Yeah.
that you had at that time.
Exactly. So
Wow.
forget about the principal. You
Even
can't
the
even
interest.
pay. You can't even pay the interest because business loans in Australia are expensive, very expensive, and it's really hard to pay back. And that's another reason I had to work back, and and that's the
That's
main
how you
reason.
kicked in.
Kicked
back
in,
into the business,
back
isn't
into
it?
the business. Yeah.
If I have to ask you, who's your inspiration and why, Karthik? Like your role model? Who's that?
Probably there's so many people, like my father is who worked so hard all my life. I want to see them happy.
Make them proud.
Make them proud. And Shaila, my wife,
Yes.
because she never said let's stop and let's quit. She never said.
She was
necessarily.
always there saying,
she
no
was
matter
always-
what, come on, Karthik,
yeah,
let's keep
whatever
going.
decision that I took,
she
she
stood
said
by.
yes. Yeah, she said yes and supported me, and probably she was the biggest factor. Yeah,
Oh, that's so sweet. It's so nice to actually recognize your better half.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know how many people actually do that,
yeah.
because sometimes you need that because
You need it.
You
yeah,
need it.
Yeah,
Outside you can't express it to anyone, and
yep.
in the house, when you share all that and when you take your stress out,
yep.
if your better half is there supporting you, I
Exactly.
think so that's
Yeah.
the best thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
Karthik?
So that's the reason why when I started, I wouldn't know. I couldn't. I mean, I can't even imagine that it would be this big. But it was just a side hustle which went big. I'm really grateful for that. But it's all because of our supportingness.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Karthik, if I ask you, if you have to go back
Yeah.
in time
Yep.
when you started your business,
Yeah.
is there anything that you would like to change
I
and
would
do
like-
or do in a different way?
Yep. I would like to do everything in a different way.
Okay, yes, okay. What is that?
First thing is not trusting the people that are trusted, and doing more research on what you're doing.
That is so important, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And third thing is not gambling with your money on someone else. Because I invested all my eggs in one single basket,
And that's
which I tell people that not to do.
Yeah.
You should not do it. Never put your eggs in one single
in one
basket.
single basket. True.
And that's one thing. And I would do more research
Yeah.
into marketing and your target audience, and with the knowledge that I have now.
Yes.
Back then I had zero knowledge. I didn't know how to operate business.
Yeah.
I had
You just
nothing.
took that huge step, Karthik,
Exactly.
yeah?
I just jumped into the ocean without knowing the swimming part.
See? Wow.
That's what happened.
But I have to tell you, you've done so well, Karthik.
Thanks, Akka.
It is.
Thank you.
It's been, because we've seen your journey from where you were to where you are now. It's a massive curve,
Yep.
and the curve just went down.
Yep.
You hit rock bottom, and
Yep.
now you're soaring so high, Karthik.
Thank you, Akka.
You are just
Means a
like,
lot.
no, it is true, and we are so proud of all your achievements, Karthik.
Yep.
So, is there anything else that you would like to dwell into? Any other projects that you would like to take
I have a
over?
few more projects in the loop. We are collaborating with one of my celebrity friend, and we're launching this product next year
Oh, well done. Yes.
in USA, and for the first time we're entering Indian market as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and
Yes.
so yeah, that's in the loop as well.
Good,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
times, more good times.
Yeah,
You
fingers
know,
crossed.
I'm sure you're going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
hit success in everything because
Yeah.
they say, Karthik, that once you burn your hand,
Yeah, yeah.
you will not, put
Yep.
your hand into things that won't work for you.
Won't work for you.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
because
right.
you've seen all, you've seen it all.
Yep.
Not just you, both you and your wife, you've
Yep.
seen it together. So whatever you're going to do, as
Yep.
you rightly said, you would have done the right research.
Yep.
You would do everything. You would have ticked all the boxes to
Right.
get where you are, isn't
Yep,
it, Karthik?
yep, yeah.
So if you have any tips to
Yep.
share to young entrepreneurs today,
Yeah.
what would that be? You can share
Yeah.
your thoughts.
So if I could do it, anyone can do it. That's my first message.
Yeah.
Anyone can do it, but the only thing is, you need to be passionate,
Correct.
24/7.
24/7.
24/7. That's the hardest part
Yeah.
in entrepreneurship, because as an employee, the max you can suffer is losing a job.
Correct.
But as an entrepreneur, you can lose your entire business
Correct.
in one single day. In one single decision can spoil your entire business.
True.
And everyone will think, everyone will see the highlights and
Absolutely.
think entrepreneurship is like a cakewalk.
Correct.
But you need to work 24/7. Even now, if I sleep, my mind, subconscious mind, will constantly
still working,
still
isn't
working
it?
at the back end of it.
Yeah.
That's the disadvantage. You can't have day offs. I still have day offs, but you still
Yes.
work.
Yeah, and as you rightly said,
Yeah.
subconsciously your mind is like, what about that? What about
What
this?
about this? Yeah,
It just
exactly.
keeps going on and on,
On and
isn't
on,
it?
on and on, and that's one thing. And don't just work for money as a hustle. If you're hustling, work with motivation.
Yes.
If you lose motivation, that's it.
That's
it fizzles out
Correct.
in one
No, that's
single
so
day.
true what you said. Yeah.
It's like working out. You work out for 6 months, and you lose the motivation,
Yes.
and you're done
Yeah.
with your body. Again, you're back to where you were. So it's like that. If you lose motivation, it fizzles out quickly.
I know.
That's one thing I would suggest people. You need to be motivated always, no matter. There are always highs and lows in business.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's always successful.
Correct.
There are lows as well.
You hit a lot of lows
lot
before
of lows.
you reach the
Exactly.
success, that peak, isn't
Yeah,
it?
even at the success stage, you have good days and bad days in business.
Correct.
It's not constant, but you still have to be unique. You're competing with hundreds of thousands of competitors, so you
Absolutely.
need to be motivated to beat them. So that's one thing I would tell people, and don't assume that it's always gonna be a cakewalk, and
No.
don't trust online business coaches, please. That's it.
That's so true.
They just
because-
post screenshots and fake screenshots of the earnings that they
That you
have.
would get.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly. And I've seen people falling into it. My own friends paying thousands of dollars to learn those stuff, but they get nothing. Yeah.
True. Thank you so much,
No
Karthik,
worries,
and I wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Whatever you do in life, I pray that you achieve more and more success.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that you are a true inspiration to all the people who are watching out there and to
Thank
all of
you.
us.
Thank you.
Because not just I, my whole family look at you and Shaila as a power couple in Melbourne.
Thank you.
Because you've been through so much lows before you
Yeah.
hit those highs,
Yeah.
and you've reached the pinnacle of success. Not just pinnacle, there's much more to achieve.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you're going to do very well, and I wish you all the very best,
Thanks a
Karthik.
lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
No worries, no worries. Thank you for taking time, Karthik. As
No
you rightly
worries.
said, you're so busy, but still you made it. We did it together. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm sure that all my viewers out there who are watching Karthik's inspirational story to success, I know that there's one main takeaway is do not give up in life. Do not blindly trust people, you know. And as Karthik said, keep on going, be motivated. Yeah, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, right? So no matter what you're facing in life, always be determined, stay focused, stay motivated, trust God, and I'm sure you will definitely reach and find the success that you truly deserve. Till we meet again with yet another inspirational story and an insightful conversation, this is your host, Mary, signing off now. Till we meet again, stay happy, be safe, and keep smiling always. Take care. Bye.